welcome to wiwibloggs at home. We are here in Prague with Mans Zelmerlow. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's great to be here. I haven't been here for 10 years, so yeah, I had a great night last night and really looking forward to the gig tonight.
Yeah, that's amazing. Have you done some sightseeing already?
Absolutely. I mean, I used to arrange tours in Prague actually when I was younger. That was my first. I started my first company when I was 18, and we specialized in Prague trips.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I been around and saw a lot of the old sites and a lot of the old hotels where we used to have our travelers. No, it's a beautiful city, and I really like it.
And have you been traveling around other places other than Prague back then?
No, not really. It's just Prague.
Then you're really familiar with the city.
Yeah, I'm quite. I mean, I used to be at least, and I remember some of the places, and I know my way around a bit.
And you already traveled so much during your tour. How is it going?
It's been incredible. I mean, I've always been dreaming of doing an international tour, and now I get to travel to like 24 cities all over Europe, and it's been so great. There's been a lot of people everywhere. Everyone knows all the songs, and it seems like they really like what we do on stage as well.
Of course they are. Yeah. And I asked my friends at wiwibloggs what would they like to know, and what do you think was the first question and the most popular?
Well,
it was, how is Messi?
How's Messi? Messi's doing well. I haven't seen him now I've been out 4 weeks now on tour. So, but I get reports from back home, and he's with a friend of mine, and he's doing very well.
You're missing him?
Yeah, I miss him a lot. I love the touring life, but he's the one thing I miss back home.
And you have a great European tour, and the audience is always different, like different nationalities all over the world. How is it different from your audience in Sweden?
It differs a lot. Right, in Sweden, people are just looking to hear Heroes and Karamia and Hope and Glory. And they don't know the other songs because they don't listen to the albums. But wherever we go now in Europe, people know all the songs. They even know like songs from 2007 that I haven't played since then, and they've actually listened to every song. And like one of my favorite moments during the concert is when we do Hearts Collide, which is like an album track from the latest album. And sometimes I just like take out my earpiece and just listen to the audience and sing every word to the song, and that's a very nice feeling.
It's really amazing, and you got really lucky that you got such a great boost in your career with Eurovision, and you released right afterwards Perfectly Damaged, and then went on tour in Europe. And not everybody uses this boost as you do.
No. I guess I was lucky that we had actually planned everything so well in advance, and that we had an album to be released. I think that many winners in the past have made that mistake, that they didn't release any music straight after. I have a great team, and I'm really hoping that this might be the start of something big. I mean, right now it's still very Eurovision focused, very Eurovision oriented, and I think I still have to work really, really hard to get out of the Eurovision bubble and make something real of it. Like as I said, my biggest dream have always been to do one international tour at some point in my life, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. So.
Well, we're sure you will be successful, because your music sounds very like now current. It's like a trend, and
thank you.
everybody is enjoying it.
That's good.
And what song from Perfectly Damaged fits to you more when you perform?
I think that my favorites are probably Should Have Gone Home and The Core of You. And especially The Core of You here at the concert is very powerful to me because I dedicate the song to the kids in my schools in Africa. I have 3 schools in South Africa, 1 in Kenya. And there are a lot of pictures on the screens from the schools and on the kids. And also have a message about the refugees and welcoming them and stuff. So it's a very powerful moment for me and a very important moment for me.
Does the audience feel this message when you perform?
Yes, it's been. It feels like it's a very powerful vibe in at the venue wherever we play when that comes up.
And you mentioned Should Have Gone Home, which was your latest single.
Mm-hmm.
And are there any plans for other singles from Perfectly Damaged?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I never thought that I would be able to follow up Heroes with something. I mean, it's almost impossible to follow up a big hit like that with something that goes as well, because people will always compare it to the last song. But in Sweden, Should Have Gone Home has done really, really well, and it's still growing. And right now, I'm hoping that it will catch up in the rest of Europe as well. So depending on how quick that goes, I think there are a couple of potential third single candidates on the album, but I'm also starting to write a new EP now that will be released next spring, and so we have to release a single from there during the spring. So we'll see if we have time for 3 singles.
And what is it going to be like here in the EP?
I'm thinking I'm going to keep the same track I'm doing now because the same sound, trying to focus on few elements and making them, like, I think that the production for Should Have Gone Home, for example, it's quite sparse. It's quite it just has a few elements that they really focus on in the production, and that I'm going to keep on doing that. Keep the organic touch with the electronic, the organic vibe with the electronic touch.
And in your video, Should Have Gone Home, I love that idea that filming backwards, that you're doing listen backward. Was it your idea?
No, it wasn't my idea. I said that, okay, I want an effect in the video that catches people's attention, and the director came up with this trick of doing the entire shoot backwards, me singing the song backwards, and then replaying it in the right direction, and which means that my lips sync the right way, but everything else moves backwards. And I thought it sounded great, and he said, "But are you sure that you could learn the lyrics backwards, because it's quite hard?" And I said yes, without thinking, and then I realized it was quite hard, but it worked. And the chorus goes something like Uistiatna na futsös revilve nikul niviakial sleeve one yesu tip tinishkawa mal nagavush.
I remember in one TV program we had like a competition who can sing the song backwards, and then they tried to guess the song from singing it backwards.
Yeah.
I guess you would have won that for sure.
Maybe.
And you're also a songwriter for your song. And what is this process for you like?
Songwriting?
Yes.
Well, I love songwriting, and I love lyrics is my specialty. So it's most often I sit with some other songwriters, and we start either playing the guitar or the piano and just coming up with a nice set of chords, and then doing a top line for that, a melody, and then I go to my room and write some lyrics.
pretty interesting. Because do you often get some spontaneous inspiration?
Yeah, most often just comes and like happens right there, then and there, and it's very it is a very interesting process actually, where it comes from and where the melodies come from and how everything is discovered. But I can't explain. I don't think I can. It's quite strange.
It's always what is inside.
Yeah, probably.
And we mentioned that you wrote a song for someone at Melody Festival, is it right?
Yeah, twice.
Really? And are you planning on creating some songs for other artists furthermore?
Yeah, right now I think that there's not much time to write music for other artists, but I have actually sent in, I think, 2 songs for this year's Melody Festival as well with other artists, and of course I'm hoping that they'll get cut, but you never know. And right now I really want to focus on my own music and do and write this new EP. And
back then, when you were performing at Melody Festival, you mentioned in one interview that you selected some song of yours, but then your managers came up with Heroes. And what was the song? Is it in Perfectly Damaged?
Yeah, I had some songs there. Not the song that I had decided on, but both Core of You and Stir It Up were actually written for Melody Festival. And then there was another song called Running Low that I had decided on, and it hasn't been released yet.
Will it be?
Could be. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm definitely going to start listening to it again and see if it fits on the next EP. I also have the song that is actually called Perfectly Damaged. That's not on the album, and I want to release that as well.
Well, we're all for sure hoping to hear that.
Yeah, and we were actually thinking of playing that song tonight for the first time ever.
It would be really exciting.
Yeah, it would be. It would be great. It is a great song.
I'm hoping to hear that.